Hello, welcome back to the Sideboard here at the StarCityGames.com Open Series in Washington, D.C. I'm Nick Miller alongside Aintrazi. How you doing?
Good. How are you guys?
Long time no see.
Yeah, it's been a while.
You're back on the map here, 8-0 with a Aintrazi deck, as you call it,
Yes.
or as everyone has been calling it.
Yep.
A Sultai ramp deck. Sort of control-y, but more rampy, because you've got card of the tournament, Frontier Siege.
Yeah, that card is really good.
Talk about this amalgamation of cards, how you came to this conclusion, and why you're playing it today.
Well, first things off, I tested with my friend Jeremiah. I want to give credit's due. And then we sent the list to Daryl Donaldson, and he gave us what he changed, and then I played that today. Like 10 minutes before the tournament, I see this up with changes. So,
okay.
But after that, let's get to the deck. It's just a ramp deck, and you're forgoing the Wayfinders and the Commune with the Gods,
right,
just to ramp into your big guys. Like you play Siege, and then you ramp into either Ugin, Garruk, Hornet Queen. Not playing the Commune with the Gods and the Wayfinders actually makes your Tasker much better. The synergy of this deck too, you have the Khan's ability with Tasker gives you it's basically a training grounds,
right,
reducing his ability by 2.
This is what really makes the interactions in the deck shine, when you point out the Frontier Siege with like Tassiger, and the interactions that Frontier Siege enables your deck to have.
Yep. And also, on a rare occasion, you can Dragons and Plague Win them with the Hornet Queen.
Everyone that is playing this combo is like, that one time you get to do it, you just get to Plague Win their board.
Yeah. So it's almost like 90% correct to always choose Khans, regardless, but there's might be a fringe time moment where you're like, okay, I need to kill that Stormbreath Dragon because it's gonna monsters or something.
Right. So you've got elements of control, you got your Hero's Downfalls, you got your Thoughtseizes, Sultai Charms, and Crux of Fate, as well as your in-game cards. So you got 2 Ugin, a Garruk, and Pearl Lake Ancient, and then I guess whatever we slot Worst Fears under, like what is that?
Well, if you want to know the truth, it wasn't gonna be my sideboard, but I knew I would never bring it in if it was my sideboard. So I played a main deck so I could at least cast it a couple times.
Right.
But honestly, too, it was a concession. Like, I came here thinking, when I was testing, Ugin is like going to define this format. He's going to like beat Ugin or play Ugin or something. So Worst Fear is actually good against Ugin, and that's also why we're playing Garruk. He's good against Ugin too. The only way Ugin can kill Garruk is by playing him and minus all his loyalty.
Right.
So, and no one's playing Ugin, so I'm just like, there's little people playing Ugin, but most people aren't. I'm just like steamrolling him, so.
Right.
It's kind of nice.
A lot of the people that are on the Ugin path are also on the Garruk path, where they've thought the next level that if I'm going to be fighting Ugins, what kills Ugin? Garruk is the king there.
That's correct.
Has kill a Planeswalker on the card.
Yes.
So you've got Caryatid and Courser as kind of your ground, holding all up, but you've got a ton of Delve too, but not enough to fight Tassiger. So you've got the triple dig through time and the 2 treasure cruise.
Yep. It should honestly be 4 dig and 1 cruise. This card is just too good at standard.
Right.
Like cruise doesn't. I've had both these in my hand, and if they're both in my hand, I always cast dig.
Okay.
So
you figured out which one is better.
Yeah, dig is much better.
And how much value have you been getting off Tassiger? A lot of people have been saying, oh, you're just going to get your worst card, but is that actually the scenario? And
No.
even if it is the scenario, isn't that just still good?
In this deck, your worst card is a Caryatid or a Thoughtseize. But like I said, we're not playing any like mill cards, so we're not getting back like filler cards.
Right.
We're getting back actually like value cards. Like there's times where you just exile everything, there's nothing in your graveyard left, and you just you blind flip him, so that whatever you flip, you get.
All right. It seems pretty powerful. You got some Hornet Queens mixing it up, killing things. Looks really sweet. Now you're 8-0.
Yep.
What were you going to say?
I'll say the curve is like into turn 2 Caryatid, turn 3 Frontier Siege, turn 4 Hornet Queen, or you go turn 2 Caryatid, turn 3 Siege, main phase 2 Caryatid, next turn 4 Ugin.
Right.
I mean that's like the nut draw. Right. But even so, Ugin isn't always good early game. Like the longer you hold him, the better it is. And the reason why this card is so strong, we all know that when you cast a Planeswalker, you want to cast it on an empty board.
Right.
Well, Ugin just does that for you.
Right.
You play him, and he makes sure he's the only guy on the board, and he's really good. And like when people try to downfall, and you're like, okay, well I'm gonna wipe your board. You're gonna discard a card, try to kill him, and then you're gonna try to come back. Like you're not coming back. Like,
right. You get to refill with the cards you have, so that's perfectly acceptable.
He's really good.
Planeswalker that comes down, clears the board for himself, sometimes gets to come back.
Yeah. He's hard to kill. Like like everyone's playing like these SCGDC decks or whip decks, and very few are in Heroes Dawnfall. They're more so like on the whip plan of Hornet Queen. And Ugin is like a Ratchet Bomb for 0 on Hornet Queen. So
Have you got to Ultimate Ugin yet?
I've altered him 3 times.
All right.
But my goal is to do it at least 10 times this weekend. So
Lofty.
Yeah.
I like it though. Shooting for the stars.
Yeah. Each time I've altered him, it's always been 5 lands and then like something like a Sylvan Carrot. It's been like nothing, but it's still fun.
But you have the story.
Yeah.
Let's look at this sideboard. You got more Planeswalkers coming out. You've got an extra Ugin. You got a Liliana, and you got a Nissa.
Yep.
Got a couple Ashioks over there too.
Yep.
Where is the mishmash? Where are these cards coming in and slotting in and out for?
The strokes are mostly for like the whip decks, anything not like hyper aggressive, like not like blue white heroic or mono red or black, or there's a warrior deck, I guess.
Right. Yep.
Anything like kind of slow like you are, it's very good against. Ashiok is again just the whip decks. It's also good against control. Against control, you want to like bring in all your planeswalkers. Like you have Ashiok, Kiora, Liliana, Nissa, Garruk, Ugin, and Pearl Lake. You become kind of like a bug planeswalker deck.
Yeah, that's just way too many Planeswalkers to handle.
Yep. Against aggro or tokens, we have 2 Drowns, we have Boblight. We also have Crux of Fate in the main deck. And usually against aggro, I'll cut the Thoughtseizes to fill in like more. We'll cut Thoughtseize, Worst Fears, Pearl Lake, and probably usually a Garruk and 1 Treasure Cruise, and bring in all this like hate for them.
Huh. You've got the Drifting Death in here as well. The black-blue dragon from Fate Reforged. Is he another anti-control card, or is he just in like an Abzan deck where they're just trying to kill all your stuff?
He's actually really good against the token decks, Jeskai decks or the Mardu decks.
Right.
You play him, like all their guys are X1s basically, except like very few. He just kills them. And when he doesn't kill, you can just like name non-dragons with Crux of Fate and Doom Blast them.
Right.
So he lives.
5 mana Doom Blast, keep a hexproof dragon.
Yeah, he's really, really good. He's like, the thing is like it's weird because he kills all the small things because he's with -1/-1, and anything big, he just blocks it.
Right.
He's a 3/7.
The 7 toughness just too hard to get through.
Yep.
Well, this deck looks sweet. You're 8-0.
Yep.
A pure U concoction.
Yeah.
We're all happy to see it. You're definitely going to be on camera in the next coming rounds. So thanks for sitting down with me in the sideboard. Good luck the rest of the way. Stay tuned to StarCityGames.com all weekend long for the action here in Washington, D.C.
Hi, guys.